So I like to do this thing where I kind of imagine myself on podcast and imagine if I were to answer a question that I was asked, how exactly I would answer it. And I imagined that I was on a podcast with no particular podcaster in mind, but they asked me the question as to how this series of recording a YouTube video every single day has affected or changed my life in the most meaningful ways, or just what have I learned from it, I guess. And I kind of sat in that question, and it was a weird one to be surprised by because I thought of it myself. Obviously, it's not like I was actually asked the question, but as soon as I thought of it, I was like, well, how would I even answer that? What exactly would I start with? What direction would my mind go to? And at first, I didn't know for a little bit, so I sat and pondered on it. And then here today, I think I realized that the main thing I've learned so far, being 180 or 192 days in or whatever at this point, I learned that, let me go ahead and paint the picture a little bit better first. I started this series not exactly knowing how I was going to talk about a different topic every single day for 365 days. Like, it just genuinely seems so overwhelming. And at the early portions, the first couple months, I was just like, how am I going to upkeep this with life, with everything going on in my day-to-day activities? Like, how am I going to make this happen? And don't get me wrong, not every video has been a banger. Not every video has been some sort of knowledge that's just amazing. But I think that as I've, had to force myself to create videos and think of more topics, I've realized how beautiful life is and how nuanced everybody's life is and how many different experiences we get to experience in this life, because every single day I could do the exact same thing that I do I could go to work by 9 to 5 and have the exact same schedule, wake up early, go to work, go to the gym, go to sleep for, the majority of my days during the week. And I still get a new lesson and whenever I have the intention of like, okay, I need to talk about something later this evening or at some point today, I open my eyes to actually experience life more. And I guess that's kind of what my answer is I just have been so blown away with how closed my eyes were beforehand, how much I didn't actually experience life, how much I didn't actually understand the importance of every little thing that's happening in my day-to-day life. And now that I have to come back and reflect on my day every single day, I can reflect on people's birthdays. I can reflect on times that I spent. Also, I didn't talk about my stepdad's birthday, which was a couple of days ago. So happy late birthday to you, although we celebrated it and everything, and that was amazing and super fun. And I'm very, very thankful for my stepdad. He's one of the main reasons that I'm able to be in the position that I am today in life. And love that guy to death. He's a very big role model in my life. And just wanted to talk about that. I don't know if I've done that for everybody in my family, but that's beside the point. I just thought about it right now, so wanted to go ahead and mention it. But I've just been able to actually experience life for the first time in my life, it seems like. At first it was overwhelming, and now it's just like, what can I take and learn from today? And it just has shown me how many different things we experience every single day, how beautiful life truly is if you sit in the moment, how if you can get rid of the distractions of constant stimulus from being on your phone or listening to music when you're driving and watching podcasts or watching YouTubes while you're eating or whatever, just having constant distraction never allows you to sit with yourself and actually try to have thoughts. And now that I have to force myself to have some sort of thought, it doesn't have to be some sort of divine, great, philosophical idea, but just sitting and thinking about what I'm going to talk about today. I didn't even think about this really at all. I kind of forgot that I even asked myself this question until I was like, what am I going to talk about today? I was like, oh, what about that? Sat and thought of it on it for a second. And I was like, I think that would be a really, really cool topic to talk about. So it's just, my brain operates at a level that I am extremely blessed to say I'm happy with at this point. And God has definitely been moving in my heart and mind. And I'm able to experience life at a level that I don't think I ever was before. And even on the days that aren't necessarily great, I am able to still appreciate it for what it is, and able to look at things more so from the perspective of a lesson rather than a failure. So that's the message. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed one.